Hey everybody, I'm Al Noriker with the Wright McGill Company here in beautiful Denver, Colorado, and I want to improve the way you fish with tube jigs. Now, we use tube jigs all the time for trout, pike, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, you name it. Tube jigs are one of the best soft plastics out there, but the problem with these are that typically when we use a regular jig style hook with a weighted head and insert that into the tube, that hook is so far up that you miss all those short strikers. Okay, so I want to show you a really easy way to use our new TroKar Octopus hooks and rig a tube jig so you don't miss fish, and you're actually going to improve the action on the lure as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take any kind of tube. This happens to be a white with some black specks in it, one of my favorite colors. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this little tool, we call it the fly pick tool. It comes in a package of 3, just like this, by the Wright McGill Company, and we're going to push that right up through the top of the tube, just like that, and we extend that piece up. Then we're going to take our fishing line and lay that right inside that, and we're going to pull that line right through the top of the tube like that. Okay, so one end is going up to your rod, and now I've got that tube so it'll actually slide up and down the line just like this. Now, because we don't have any weight inside that tube like we used to have on the weighted jig head, okay, we're going to take a worm weight, and I use the tungsten ones because they're a little smaller profile, very easy to work with, but they have a lot of density and weight. Now I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see that little tiny hole, but I'm just going to run that leader right through the worm weight just like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some beads, because I want this hook extended all the way back so it gets back towards the end of those tentacles so we don't miss those short strikers. What I'm using here are called Hevi Beads, and they have all kinds of different colors. They're weighted a little bit. They'll actually help that tube sink down a little bit, so I'm just going to run about 4 of these on that line just like this. Real easy. Now I've got, the way it looks right now is I've got a worm weight and I've got 4 beads right behind that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a size 4 TroKar Octopus hook, and I'm just going to tie a normal improved clinch knot. Just like that. Always want to get your knots wet a little bit. Clip off that excess. And now what I've got is, as this comes down, I'm just going to work that worm weight and those beads right up inside of that tube, and you pull them right to the top just like this. Now you'll see how far back that hook hangs into the tentacle. The other really good part about this is when you're using a normal jig head like this and you make a cast and it swims back to you, it swims in kind of a straight line just up and down. Very effective, but we can do better. Because this line comes right through the nose, when you make a cast and this works back towards you, when it jigs, it darts to the left and it darts to the right. Sometimes it comes straight up and down, it falls erratically, and you get about 20 or 30% more action to the bait itself. The fish love it, and again, you're not missing those short strikers, not only because the hook is further back, but because you're using the sharpest hook in the world, the TroKar Octopus. So if you want to improve the method for fishing your tube jigs for any species out there, whether it be trout, bass, pike, lake trout, you name it, give this a shot. You're going to improve your hookups. And once again, never forget to use Eagle Claw fishing tackle. I'm Al Noriker with the Wright McGill Company in Denver. See you on the water.